8023. Welcome back to Mass Effect. We are gonna go wander around and talk to people. And get some more codex stuff. Which reminds me, there was something up here that I missed. I do believe, unless I got it already. We already know Presley. Talked to him already. I forget what is this way. Oh, right, the stairs, where we needed to go. Medical area with Dr. Chakwas. Hayden is now over here.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Yeah.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Yeah, Caden won't talk to you just yet. This is your cabin, basically. I do not know how that constitutes as a bed. Where everybody eats. And down here, I didn't show this earlier. There wasn't really anything of note down here at the time. But now there is. There is the Alliance Requisitions Officer.
Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Yeah. You can actually get the really, really freaking good weapons here, too. The buyback, you don't really need to bother with. I don't think I need either of those. But yeah, these... They're a little bit pricier than they are on the Citadel, I think. But you're gonna want these eventually. In my old game, I can easily afford them, but not in this one. Which reminded me of something I was gonna do. Oh yeah, mods. I'm gonna show you some mods. Ugh. Assault rifle. Combat sensor. I use this thing so much, and you can actually put different mods on your guns. And if you upgrade one gun and then you decide you want a different one, you can transfer the upgrades to the gun you're using at the time. For armor, at this point, L1 armor only lets you actually put one thing on there. I think actually it looks like only one thing can be put on at any time. One mod. I think on the higher levels it is different. More codex stuff and more stuff in your journal.
Thanks for
Garrus is
bringing
going
me
to be
on
over
board,
here.
Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it.
Yep.
I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
That's your tank. That thing handles like ass. I like saying that for some
Commander?
reason.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense. I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish you'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, ma'am. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
They have flashlight heads, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen.
I love Ashley right there.
Chief.
Ma'am?
And
Nice
then
ship
Rex.
you got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation?
This is Rex's
An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago.
Yeah,
The
Rex
genophage
had you.
infected us, but it's not what's killing us,
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Genophage, created by the Solarians, used by the Turians to control the Krogan. We can talk to
Your
Tali.
ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small.
Normandy. The Normandy is a
I'm starting
frigate.
to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea
It's one of the
Alliance
smaller
vessels were so
types
advanced.
of ships.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel
That's what it
space.
is. I don't
I
know
have
my
to
ships
thank you
very
again
well.
for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can.
One important
Some
thing
of
for
the
Tali,
fleet's larger vessels date all the
there's
way
a
back to our
mission
original
where you have to
flight
deal with a
from
bunch of Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
And you can get
They're
data on
constantly
them.
being repaired, modified, and refitted.
I'll come
They
to
are
that when I
quick,
actually
but
get
they
to
work,
that.
Mostly. We've tried to
More-
make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla.
Okay,
grow
I'll
our
come to
own
that
food,
with
mine,
more
and process
information
our
when
own
we actually
fuel.
do that mission. But you can give the
But
data
some
to
things
Tali
we
and it
just
helps her.
can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
You can investigate more about Tali's
I should go.
information. I'm not going to because it's just
See
going
you
to take
later.
a lot of time and
Hey,
I don't
Commander,
really
you
want
know
to.
that Quarian Tali? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
Sounds annoyed.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as
No, he's
smart
not.
as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our
Adams
stealth
is who
systems
was
trap
talking
the
to
energy we
Presley.
give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually, the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running, and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
And that's what
Cranking up to
FTL is.
FTL blue shifts our
Nobody- I
emissions,
bet
pushes them
everybody
into
knew that,
frequencies
though.
too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Adams is who Presley was talking to at the beginning when I did the whole thing with a joke that my friends and I like to make because they saw me playing this one day. Or one of them was playing it, I don't actually remember. Anyway. Adams is very easygoing, he's not xenophobic, he and Caden are a bit alike. Presley is a lot more uncomfortable with different races. But yeah. Anyway, now we are gonna go get some stuff done. Some actual mission stuff done. Welcome to the galaxy map. Hit B to exit. You can get some information on the Citadel or on anywhere you're going. This is the Serpent Nebula, the Widow Cluster. Back up. Over here somewhere is the Local Cluster, which is our solar system. We have Exodus, we have Horsehead, Argos Rho, Gemini Sigma, Artemis Tau, Hades Gamma, Voyager, Atkin Beta, we went over that one already, Armstrong Nebula, Kepler Verge, and the Hawking Eta. This is the core of the galaxy. Over in this area is the Perseus Veil. We don't get to see that in this game though. What you want to do normally is go and get Liara first. I don't actually remember which system she's in, so we're gonna be jumping through travel for all of them because unless I can guess. I remember what the name of the planet is, I don't remember which system it's in, so this This might be a bit of a longer video. Or maybe not. The match relay is actually freaking awesome. Chinchilla. No. Wrong one. Frick. Wrong button. I always do that too. I always hit the B button instead of X, which is zoom out. Yes. You don't get to see the mass relay one when you're in the same galaxy. No. Still no. For crying out loud. Instead, you get this cool flying through space little effecty thingy. Okay. There it is! Okay. Who to bring? I'm gonna go at a bit of a difference from my normal strategizing. I'm going to take Garrus, and I'm going to take Tali. I normally choose Caden on pretty much all of my missions, but I want to get different achievements right now. I actually have the achievement for using him the whole time. Anyway. Fly in, and they drop the tank. Which has really shit controls. There is some really funny crap that goes on with this tank. I'm actually going to do some leveling up real quick, though. I'm going to point in there. And we're going to add some points to first aid. Alright. Now we're moving over to Tali. Gonna boost her hacking and damping skills, and then there's Garrus. Garrus is a master of assault and sniping. So obviously you want to pour points into those. That's some first tactical armor. Pump up his description a little bit. And we'll add one to his Turian agent. And ignore that.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Anyway, I have some funny stories for working with this thing. But I'll get to them when we get to the planet that they came from. Therum isn't bad. You just gotta watch the controls. And also the right. That's over there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This way. Alright, I normally burn Rex on this one. Oh well. Correctly, and I'm fairly certain I do. Yep, we are about to get some company. Oh, and I was freaking right. Got some gas. Some armatures? Yes. We have a gas armature or two. Makos can jump! Oop! And what you just saw was me hitting the right button, which allows me to fire the cannon. lava there. Bing. You want to jump over their shots because they can really damage your shields. Oh, Nelly. Armatures are really tough to deal with sometimes. Ah! See, that took almost 2 bars off of my shield. So if you're in an area with a lot of them, or like something else that's really annoying that comes up later, you would better watch it with those shields.
Trying to knock down the front door seems.
That was a weird sound of. That was Tolly? That sounded weird. Anyway, like she said, find another entrance. Stop going into that view because that kind of bugs my eyes. But yeah, you want to find a side entrance. Like this. There's a juggernaut. There was a joke that my friends and I made with that too. It was, I said juggernaut what? Because I ran it over. And I'm like, hey, hold on. Why you no squish? My friends are like, he's the do not know who he is. He's the juggernaut, bitch. And yeah, I think okay, bitch was that kind of. Now I'm just gonna run over everything. Because I can. Squished. I cannot steer this stupid tank.
Taking hits.
Shut up, guys. We're fine.
All compromise.
Anyway. Yeah. How do I get out of tank again? Right. Out of tank is B button. Okay, we are going towards the front more area rather than the way we need to go, which is that away, because there's some stuff over here. There's that. I actually ran over one of those. There's also a Geth in here. That is not paying any attention whatsoever. Ew. That's what those do. And you can open the door. You can get more EXP if you do. I don't think I'm gonna bother this. I don't know if I really want to this time. There's just a bunch of heavy turrets, so I'm not gonna. Technically, since there's still enemies around, I can still dash. Until Garrus says that, of course. There's gonna be another enemy in this area. I forget which side opens the door. So we're gonna go this way first. Let's see what's in here. A whole lot of nothing. I am a moron. Hi, guys. Stupid TV with its bad lighting. Wait a minute. I've never noticed this crate before. Cool. Yeah, I have bad lighting on my TV. So, on like really dark areas in the later games, or even in this game, I might be lagging like really bad because I'm actually going off of my TV, or off my computer, which has a bit of lag. there's the controls. There's nothing over there. So we can just go. There's not a lot of areas that are really dark. And you can usually see Shepard pretty well. So. But now that we've opened the gate and made some progress, I'm going to end off the video with us getting back into the tank. That still controls like really bad. So, I will see you guys next video for when we continue Therum. Bye!